Well, it's that time in the format where we start to have to talking about YCSs. So we're going to give a nice little quick thorough look at YCS Philly. Things that you can expect, things you might not have to worry about, things like that. So currently, the way it's looking, Primal Origin is going to be legal for the event. So you guys are going to have to deal with some of the more relatively known BS out of Origins. First off, Madolche. If you guys are planning on playing in the event, I would recommend that you guys are aware of what Madolche can do. Angeli kind of brings the deck together a lot more than previously. Madolche Angeli also basically allows the deck to have an infinite floating engine in and in itself. Basically, Fiendish Chain, anything like that can stop Who Cake's effect from potentially resolving. Overall, things like that can really put a damper on the opponent. So if you are planning on playing against Madolche in the format, make sure you have accurate side deck calls, things like that. Secondly, artifacts. Anything that can splash artifacts is going to be a threat to you in the tournament. Now let's be realistic here. An engine that says, alright, well, I can float from my deck, I can generate massive card advantage, all in some pretty simple functionalities of an MST that just lets me set a card that lets me beam out a special summonable monster from my deck that pops a card on your field. It's really insane the amount of work that the artifact engine can do in splashability with other things. Now, I'm not saying that the artifacts are going to be the best thing, but I would recommend bringing Light Imprisoning Mirror because you will get to double up on your Bujin matchup. You won't have to worry about as much of the BS that they can do from the graveyard with Light Mirror as well. But looking at the splashability, like I said, of artifacts, you're going to have a really hard time playing against them. And if you're going to be playing anything artifact related, I will say this, it's going to be relatively interesting to see how the tournament shapes up, especially considering how things are going to go for the format. Outside of that, those are the first two that I would consider major threats. We're probably going to do another discussion video on this just to talk about the YCS more, but currently Madolche and artifacts are probably going to be your most two, not including everything that's already in this meta. So we'll kind of come back to this subject later on. Guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think is going to be probably a more plausible threat. Like I said, other things are going to be a threat, but currently at least those two are the first look. So guys, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. We'll talk a little bit more in depth about this next week. Sorry for the short discussion video as well. Still not feeling the best, but we'll go from there.